Okay, so this is for Wade, Tamara, Beth, Dana. I've heard you've been checking out my YouTube channel. It's Sunday. It's probably about 2:15 in the afternoon. I've done videos from here before in the summertime with the boats here. And as you can see, we've got tons and tons of snow. I'm going to go up the mountain here, up the small mountain. And I'm going to probably walk into Birlenbach. I have to make this camera on about every 5 minutes or else it cuts off the video. So I'm going to pause it and get going. But as you can see, it's real pretty here. And if you've looked at my last video, you see life is not perfect here for me. But anyhow, at the moment, it's real nice. And I'm going to go up the mountain there. And in theory, I'm going to go to Birlenbach. I'll see. It'll be a half hour there, half hour back. And I'm going to walk around out on the land up there and see how it is. I miss Birlenbach. So here we go. So this is just a snapshot from my life. I can't even... There we go. And I am on my way up there. And then it's all smooth sailing to Birlenbach. It's all flat. But it's going to take about a half hour. It's real nice here, though. We're doing a whole bunch of construction work here. I got to go around. So I'm going to pause. Just a snapshot from my life. So, Rose, you know where I'm at. Of course, the video's also for you. But you probably won't look. This is the beginning of my climb upwards. This is where I have to be careful. This hill is so dangerous, especially in the wintertime. Every once in a while a bus comes up here. Can you imagine? Look at the curve on this. And it's like this the whole way. S-curves. A little bit like San Francisco. It's dangerous, man. Alright, I'm gonna pause again. And this sidewalk is actually only 2 feet wide. 2 feet wide. Some sirens. God only knows what for. Probably a car accident. That wouldn't surprise me. Alright, pause again. It's an ambulance car. I don't know if I got that in the video or not. Guess we'll find out. Oh, this shit's crazy. Crazy. Okay, I'm almost all the way up the hill. It's 2:30. I can see it on the clock. That is a youth hostel, that castle. It's in a lot of my other videos and pictures I've sent off to people. I came from down there. I gotta go up here. I meant to do a shot from the bottom here. This is the last stage. My daughter always hated this part. It's pretty much straight up. So I'm at where my daughter and I would usually pause. Starting to break a sweat. There I am. I always forget what side the camera's on. So, came from down there. Pause because I'm starting to sweat and I don't want to get cold. I don't want to be all wet here. I've got good boots on. Magnums with Thinsulate. Single pair of socks and I'm warm. They're waterproof. Paid almost $90 for them. Glad I brought them. Obviously. So, check it out. And of course I'm doing this for fun, the video. It's a lot of work for a YouTube video, but it's worth it. Check it out. Look how pretty it is. And I'm not even to the top yet. Hang up. So I'm at the top. Sweating. My head's wet with sweat. And I am now on my way to Birlenbach. Hang on. See how slow the cars have to go here. So there is yet again another castle. Schlosschaum off in the distance. Mother Mira lives right next to that. So I am going that way. So I've been told there was fighting with Napoleon out here. I used to have a metal detector. I found bullet casings, even a bullet from World War II out here on the land. And the history here is really, really old. The Romans were here. You find a single gold coin from the Roman period. It's worth hundreds of euros, if not thousands, depending on how rare it is. There's tons and tons of old history here. I also read something about there being some old caves here. They go back at least a couple of thousand years. I never heard anybody speak about it, but I looked on the computer. I was trying to research the area to find areas that would be really good for metal detecting, because success is usually based on good research, actually. It was very, very difficult to find anything. I went to the library in Limburg. They didn't have anything. So, yeah, but the history here is really, really old. Romans, Napoleon, fighting with Napoleon all throughout here. It's just, oh yeah. It's real cool out here, especially with a metal detector, because you don't know what you'll find. So I'm going to pause again. And by the way, I'm almost at the entrance to Birlenbach. And for those who don't know, I used to live here. So I used to make this walk every day, or ride my bike. Not up the big hill, I'd ride part way up it. I was waiting to get back in good shape, no smoking, and then I would start biking all the way up that big hill. And then, of course, once you do it once, you do it again, it gets easier, you get in better and better shape. Muscles get toned real fast. So, yeah, I used to live here. I love it here. Really nice, sleepy town. There's only a pizza place here, that's it. Nothing else. There's a haircutting place. But there's nothing. There's a public swimming pool. It's outside. But the pool makes this place unusual. So does a pizza place. I mean, it's small. There's just a few thousand people that live here, like 2 or 3. You might think it's a lot, but it's not. You're talking only so many apartment buildings here, almost none. And so many houses. So that's the entrance to Birlenbach. Police van was going by. I'm going to cross over because I actually want to go out onto the land first. This is what I came here for. So this is the entrance out onto the land. Used to ride my bike up here. They got paths. And there's this road. It skirts all the farmland here. They do grow crops here. Woo! About busted my ass. And yeah, real nice, beautiful. Some people had decided to play by the rules. I'd be enjoying this much more. But not going to get into that. I'll eventually take down the other video. Take a look. Mother Mira lives off that way. And I came from back there. I crossed down there. Somebody with her German Shepherd. He's all kooky, I see it. He's all frisky, tail wagging. He loves the snow. What dog doesn't, right? So I'm going to pause again. People riding their car out here. Man, it's a perfect spot for having a girlfriend, nice romantic walks. You take mulled wine with you, or hot coffee. Go for a nice walk. Nice and romantic. At least it would be with a girl. And yeah, I love it out here. You see these green patches. They've obviously got something planted there. I wonder why they don't have more. But there's somebody way in the distance. Gives you an idea of I wonder if they show up. Yeah, they do show up. But gives you an idea of how spread out this is. There's that car that passed me back there in the distance. There's a place for horses back there. They may be going there. Or there's a picnic table. Maybe they're going there. Now they're going to the horses. Off in the distance back there is Limburg. I'm actually going where that car went because I want a shot of Limburg from here in Birlenbach. You can see Diez down below and Limburg. In fact, I don't know if this is going to show up. That big building in the middle is the hospital in Limburg. I was out there even yesterday. Right next to it, actually. Well, my tablet's only at 10%. It's been draining like crazy for the last week. Literally like 10% in maybe 5 minutes. And of course, I've done all this stuff, cleaned it, this and that. I'm running my tablet in black and white mode, which means usually it'll run for 10 hours before the battery's empty. And I'm at 10%. I'm guessing that it may drain before I even get there. So we'll see. Hang on. Yeah, it's at 8% now, so I'm not going to make it. That's too bad. I'll have to do a separate video. I wanted to get one nice long video. I plan on going into Birlenbach, my old neighborhood. I may just turn around. You know what? I'm going to end the video here and just charge my tablet. I got no choice. Can't stand this shit. This shit like this is going on all the time. And for those in the know, no, I'm not going to screw my life up here over stuff like this. Take a look at the last video I've got posted. And you may start to understand a few things. There's some horses up ahead from the farms nearby here. And I may have to end here. I've got 7%. I'm not going to make it. So I guess I'll do a last shot here. Some wind turbines. Real quiet out here. Super quiet. It's nice out here. They got 2 dogs with them too. 2 people, 2 horses, 2 dogs. I'm going to pause this. I'll see if I make it or not. You can see they got something on the horses to keep them warm. I guess they're not the farmers from around here. There's a place that people keep their horses at here. They pay the place to keep the horses there. And people come up, exercise their horses, etc. They're obviously with that. There's a guy on a bike. So, and I'm at like 3% power. I'm going to pause, and I'm guessing it's going to run out before I even get there. So predictable. Okay, so I'm not going to make it. It's at 1%, and I've got to end here. Too bad. It would be a great shot.